ladles and jelly spoons, welcome back to Badgerworks. Today, this is an Easter egg that I bought recently, with Easter having just been and gone. This one is a little bit of a difference. There's not much egg, but there is a car. Now this car is Gru's car from the film Despicable Me. I must admit I'm not a massive fan of Despicable Me, but I did enjoy it. But I did like the idea of this car, and I thought it would be an interesting little project to add some details to the car where they're missing and repaint it to make it look a little bit more like the one from the film. And if I get time, I might even add some lights to the engine to make the engine look like it works. So let's get it out of the box and have a look at it. So here's the car in all its glory, and an egg over there for a minute. It's not bad. It's missing a few kind of critical details. It's also got a bit of damage on the side here, which was conveniently hidden inside the box. But I was going to take these are stickers. I was going to take these off and paint them on anyway. I imagine there's probably a screw hole under there, because there's a screw there and a screw there. So there are some very nasty mould lines which we'll get rid of. Some of these details are not very well defined. We'll get rid of those and replace them. It should have little covers over the doors. It should have a little step there, and just little bits and pieces like that. The front is supposed to have like a louvered grille on it, so we'll add that. The one thing this does have, which is quite nice, is it's actually got a little torch inside it, and if you press the top, it actually shows the Gru logo, which I thought was quite nice. So yeah, we need to make sure we don't cover that up. The engines, as I mentioned, are actually, I think, quite ripe for having some lights put in. I can hopefully put batteries and things inside. So we'll have a look at that. We'll take it apart and have a look at it. But yeah, I think this should be quite a fun little project. So I think the first thing we need to do is take it apart and see if we can fit lights inside it. So let's get on with it.
Now tuned in to MCM Records.
Okay, so now we've got into the thing, there is a lot of space inside. As I suspected, the front torch, the projector, is completely self-contained. But there's a lot of space inside, so what I can do is, you may have seen in an earlier video, I made this. Now this is a charging circuit for a rechargeable lithium polymer battery, and like this one, this is a 3.7 volt battery. Now I might see if I can find a slightly smaller one, because this is quite large. It will fit, but it doesn't leave a massive amount of space inside, and it doesn't really need to be this big. But basically what we can do is we can put a charging circuit inside, and the switch coming out the bottom somewhere so it's out of the way. I might even put the switch behind the wheels there, out of the way. And then we can run the lights up through. We can drill some holes in this and thread the lights into them, and that should give us a nice little bit of illumination.
drop the wall. Drop the wall.
And here is the finished result. This was a fun little project. It was nothing too serious, just a quick repaint, and also a quick introduction into how to add lights to your project, which I think is something we'll look at in more detail in future videos, practical effects and things like that. So I hope this has been of interest to you. It's certainly been fun for me. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers. Bye.